Good evening and a very warm welcome to the Grassroots Weekend, the show. I'm Mal Lee, your host for this evening. Should I have to say that anymore? You've been watching for many years, but if you're a new subscriber, thank you very much indeed for subscribing free of charge to DXL TV from the touchlines on YouTube. And once again, a massive thank you to all our listeners on SoundCloud. Thanks for everyone sharing our posts and our comments and our shows. It really does make a difference, and it helps us get around the world that little bit quicker for the work that we do. We don't cross the line, the REFspect campaign, Hearts of Gold initiatives, no ref, no game. What more could we ask for? We've got everything going, and especially the REFspect campaign. Wow, there you go, look at that. We've got a cup of tea there today. Didn't have one last night on the Young Commentator show. Tastes a lot better, keeps the thirst down. Sorry, you can see me on YouTube, but you can't see anything on SoundCloud, so have a little break there. It's just that I'm having a mouthful of tea, and it's just the way it is. You know, the weather has gone milder, thankfully. Will we have milder weather for the Christmas period? Well, it's only next week, and what a weekend we have in store. Everyone bloated, everyone opening, well, I'm saying everyone, the majority of people will be opening presents, having a really good time, and families will be getting together. Many families will be getting together, not every family will be getting together. We have to keep that in mind, because it is Christmas. We do need warmer weather if we possibly can get that, for the simple reason that we have many of homeless people out there as well, and on the streets. It's not very nice, is it? You know, we were talking about that last night. If you have someone around you, or you know of homeless people, generally homeless people, then please try something to help them out. There's many organisations out there doing their best. Even one called Taxis, they do a lot to try and keep the homeless off the streets, because it's that time of year that we all get together and we all should be giving, and that's what it is. It comes around once a year. It should be every day, to be honest, but we all think a little bit differently when it comes to Christmas, the Christmas period, and we all start talking and saying who we should help, who we shouldn't help, who we can help, who can afford to help. And if you can't afford to help anyone, then obviously you're that person or family who just needs the help of the rest of the community. So this is where we should all stick together. You know, life is life, and life is too short. We all know it, and we all could have an easier life. We'd all love to live the life of a celebrity, wouldn't we? We would, but that, unfortunately, your life is chosen, your life is mapped out, and the road that you take, you know, you can blame yourself, you can, or if the opportunities didn't arise for you, you know, where'd you go, where'd you step forward, what steps do you take to make it better? A lot of people, I'd love to have changed my life. I would have done a different life, I would have been totally different, and maybe there would have been no don't cross the line if I'd have taken my step forward, but I just didn't have the guts to go and live abroad. It was one of those, and I think we all go through that, don't we? We're all debating what we can do, what we can't do, what we should do, but yeah, your life is mapped out, and that's the way forward, isn't it? You know, but I never ever thought I'd be doing all these challenges excuse me, for the Hearts of Gold, trying to make a difference, and we will be making a difference after Christmas, the Christmas period. We did have a November get-together presentation awards ceremony, but honestly, you'll see a difference with Hearts of Gold and the aims that we're doing. So you are making a difference, you will make a difference, and we've got a few things to announce anyway just after Christmas in 2024. We were talking about that year last night, you know, odds and even, which is your best year, odds or even? Does it make a difference? Do you just get on with life? Do you just, yeah, it's one of those things, you know, life is passing us by, so make the most of it. Please make the most of it. And do you know what, I've met some great friends along the years. Over the years, it's just been fantastic. And obviously I've met some friends who've distanced themselves, you know, you help out, you do things for them, but good friends are very hard to come by. People who stick together, people who will do anything for you, and vice versa. You know, they're real friends. indeed. You know, we're not talking families, families are families. We're talking friendship. And what does friendship bring to you? What does it mean to you over the Christmas period? Because a lot of people rely on their friends because they'll tell their friends anything. They won't tell the family, they'll tell the friends, and they become family in a sense, don't they? You're their very best friends. And you know what? As I say, the people I've met over the years have been absolutely fantastic. And there's one, Sophie, young Sophie, from 2013, when she was 13, we got together and she was helping us on the podcasting with Chase over there with the crew. She was there once or twice, she was refereeing, and she's still there with me because now she's coaching Don't Cross the Line, young under sevens lines with me. And honestly, it's just been magnificent to have her along the way. And real friends are hard to come by, as I say. And you know what? You've never met a more genuine person than Sophie. She's absolutely brilliant, and she's not long celebrated her 18th birthday, but her plans are immense, and honestly she's got the willpower and she will succeed. Great footballer as well, she's doing rather well indeed. We'll have to get her on the show one time if she's got the bottle to talk away, and I'm sure she will do, because she's absolutely brilliant. Working in Jeffrey Humble as well, she doesn't stop, and she's a credit to her mum and dad. Tracy is always there with her, always carried it through at her mum. She's been brilliant with her, and you'll always see her, and she came up to watch our training session just a couple of weeks ago, and yeah, it was good to say the least, I must admit. It was nice seeing Tracy. I hadn't seen her for a while, but honestly, there you're talking about people who stick together, people who stay together, and people who are there when you need them, you know, and help out and make a difference within your life. That's what you need, that's what you need to do. Keep hold of your friends, really, really do. Honestly, because they distance themselves. Some go their own way and want to choose their own path. Why not? You know, that is allowed. Some can make mistakes choosing their own path. We've all done it. We've all done it. It's what you do. It's what you choose. And obviously you need success, and hopefully you'll get that whatever you do, whatever you choose to do this year. And what is your New Year resolution? If you decided one yet, 99.9% of the time is someone's going to tell you they're going to stop smoking or lose weight. They are the biggest ones, and they really, really do matter, I suppose, to the people who are suggesting them. And if you do that, then please keep it up. Get the willpower. Honestly, you need to do that. Just take some activities up with us. You know, it's the things that you need to do. We're going to announce ours very, very soon indeed. I've got to make a phone call today and arrange something that we're looking forward to in the very near future. I'm just having a drop of tea because I'm enjoying it. And it quenches the thirst, keeps you going, keeps you motivated. It's inspirational. Plenty of tea, plenty of drinks. What would you do without them? Where would you be without them? Well, there you go. You know, so there's always something in life that you badly need. But I talked about friendship, and friendship is key. Right, today I didn't get out there to the North Liverpool GFL. Apologies, but Christmas is coming, and honestly, when you're out and you're buying stuff and you're thinking about what you're buying, and it becomes a nightmare. For one day, we were talking again last night about this on the Young Commentators show, without the young commentators. Basically I was talking to myself, but then again you were listening to me and watching me and probably nodding your heads in agreement. But what is the main thing that you are going to be doing over this Christmas period? Relax, work like me. I'm working Christmas Eve into Christmas Day, then I have a family dinner. Hopefully I'll be wide awake to accept that. But as you say, you know, it's tough on a lot of, it's stressful for that one day. Many people go through stress, and everyone you talk to, honestly, Christmas is not Christmas the way Christmas was. And I think everyone would agree. Maybe the kids wouldn't, the youngsters up to 18, they'll say, no, it's always been this way and that's the way it should be. But I'm talking before, you know, in our days it was absolutely fantastic. People really did. Communities got together, people made a difference. Was there such a thing as homeless? Well, you know, all these people, everything, the energy bills, people were sticking together. We've always had in the UK, what do you call it? What would you say? We've always had struggles. We really have. The governments, no matter what governments are in power, we've always had struggles with families. Everyone, you talk about it, no one is well off unless they win the lottery. And boy, am I trying to win that thing. I do believe I'll win it. You know, not your £10, not your £2, not your 350s, which you tend to do on the Euros. But one day it'll come to me, and I always said it will come. Hope it doesn't come too late, you know. You nod off the next day. I think you know where I'm coming from. Anyway, the North Liverpool had their last games today at Grassroots football. And yes, they've done a food bank for fan supporting food banks last week. It was a bit of a poor turnout, but that tells you exactly what is happening. It used to be bombarded. There used to be tons and tons of food coming. But you can't push people, you can't force them to bring in things. If they don't want to bring in items, it's not that they don't want to, it's maybe they can't afford to this year, you know, with money being tight. And hopefully today was exceptional. They had another one today, I think it was the 11s or 12s up to 13s, and hopefully everyone brought in for the food bank there and made a difference today, because people do need it. And it's horrible to turn around and sit here on the show asking people to donate what they can for Christmas and help who they can. But we've got neighbours out there, we've got elderly neighbours, and obviously there's a lot of lonely people out there. You don't have to be old to be lonely, but if they are elderly and you think they're on their own over Christmas, then make a difference. If you've got no family, give a little knock there, send it off. I would invite them over for a little drink. They won't outstay the welcome at 100% certain, I assure you, but you can make them feel welcome. A lot don't like the fuss, and you can't tell me that a lot like to be on their own over Christmas. It just gets them thinking when they're sitting there and reminiscing about the past. That is when it's so upsetting, and then they come caged in within themselves, if you know where I'm coming from. So let's all help out. Let's, you know, we've gone off the Grassroots thing, haven't we, because that was the last day of the North Liverpool. But you know, we've got a massive important celebration coming next week, and as I say, the North Liverpool, Bob, Rachel, Connor, everyone got involved on them. Honestly, they did. They really, really did. And we can't thank them all enough. Peter as well, Brian, Bernie. Have I forgotten anyone else? Have I forgotten anyone else? Oh my God, I bet you I have. And they'll all be killing me after Christmas. Well, we're not back till January 13th, I think it is. Well, lucky for some. That begins the season again in 2024. And the kids will come back about 3 inches taller. The kids will all be too short on them. They'll have new boots on. We all know where we're going from, don't we? New kits on order. What more could you ask for? Anyway, cheers to the kids, and well done to the North Liverpool League. It's been absolutely horrendous over the last couple of weeks, and I'm sure it has been for each and every one of you as well. But don't forget the committees there. Take time out. They do an absolutely fantastic job keeping the games going. Yes, the admin, I think it changed on the whole game system, if I'm right, last week, when you're putting all your scores in. And correct me, I wanted to get down there and see Bob today regarding this, whereas now on the substitutions they're asking what minutes and what minute your substitutions was made. Now it's getting beyond the joke, because at the end of the day you just want to put a score in, and all this about what minutes and where they lie, and I can do without it. You know, the admin is getting a little bit too much for my liking. So hopefully very soon I'll be stepping away from all that. But obviously I'll make that announcement just after Christmas, with one or two others, because our young commentators, as I say, we want to push them a little bit more, concentrate on what they can be doing, because they've done a fantastic job on the Heart of Gold Initiatives Awards night, filming, commentating, also doing interviews, and John May suffered the consequences. He looked at me and went, why did they all have to do separate interviews? Why couldn't the three of them do me at once? But you know what, that man stood there and done interviews after interview after interview. Thank you very much indeed, John. And they were made up themselves, and they will be going they're going to upload them themselves. I'm giving them the space to learn them. They've got their own recorders from the show now. Well, obviously, yeah, belong to Don't Cross the Line, but they're out with them, using them and practicing on them. And I'm sure they'll have a good Christmas with them as well. So, well done to everyone who's been part of the North Liverpool JFL, and well done to everyone who's been part of the leagues right across the country. You've done a fantastic job, all the committees. So obviously we want to wish you a very, very Merry Christmas and a prosperous 2024. Let's hope for a good one, because looking on social media, has there been any consequences, should we say? Has there been any incidents, or many incidents, aggression, verbal abuse and what have you, coming out of the game this year? I think there has been, but not as much. But only the county FA can tell us that when they come out with their stats. And the stats I'd like to see coming out next season, because they haven't come out at the moment, are the stats of when you go in for an appeal against, well, the admin. I'd like to see all the admin, how many appeals are won by managers and teams, and to, when a referee puts in a report, what is the consequences, what are the consequences, how many teams have won their appeal, how many have won, and what have the fines been. The stats there you've got to get them. And how many stats as well, managers and coaches have left the game. We always have the stats on the referees, but how many managers and coaches have left? I'd like to see the stats on them, because the county FA should have them as well. How many teams have folded over the years as well? So let's compare everything. We do them all for the referees, let's do them all for the teams and the coaches. And they're the stats that I want to see. I want to see all the appeals. I want to see how many have won their appeals when they've gone in there, you know, and the fines that have been had, and what the cost is to the teams, because 99.9% of these teams are voluntary run. So, you know, volunteers are going in to try and win something back, but I know when you go in and you put an appeal, it goes treble the price, the fine, whatever it may be if you lose. And I don't know how many are lost and won. And I'm sure there'll be many coaches out there, managers out there, thinking the same thing as me, and thinking, wow, yeah, that'd be nice to see the stats when they go in, just how many teams win their appeals. Okay, we've got 3 minutes left, just under 3 minutes left of the show. It's been absolutely fantastic. Obviously we're here again tomorrow, because you've got your Sunday leagues all up and running, and we'd just like to give everyone that massive message of REFspect. Continue it where you left off, please. Don't start abusing any referees or showing aggressive behaviour towards referees or each other or the kids on the pitch. We don't want bullying, especially bullying. So there's a New Year resolution. Kids, take note of this one. No bullying whatsoever in grassroots football. It doesn't become you, it's not very nice, and you need to take a backseat on that one as well. So we'll be pushing for that next year as well. But in the meantime, I hope you've had an absolutely fantastic season with the league that you're in, and I hope it continues, working with the committees, working with the county FAs, keeping the scores down, keeping the fines down. If there's no fines, I don't know if the county FAs are going to survive if referees don't put their bookings in. It remains to be seen, but how do they get paid otherwise? Are they businesses or are they charities? Well, there's a few that's a charity, CIC, I know that, on county FAs, and I think that might be the road that they're all going down. So we'll have a little chat, hopefully we'll catch up with one or two officials for the next season as well. Okay, we've got 30 seconds left of the show. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Grassroots show on the Saturday. Premier League, we've got Everton, Burnley. We don't know how they get on. We'll get that on the show tomorrow, but also we're looking forward to Liverpool versus Manchester United. What sort of game will that be? I don't think it's going to be as close as everyone, as high scores as everyone's making out. I think it's going to be a little bit closer than that, because I do believe Man United are playing some decent football, and obviously if they start cracking in the goals, then performances will show. But hopefully it will be high scoring for the Liverpool Merseyside side, our team, yes, our team, winning. And I don't, as long as we get the 3 points, that's all I'm interested in tomorrow anyway, and keep us firmly at the top. Okay, we'll be back again tomorrow evening at 7 p.m. So myself, Mal Lane, all the team at the Grassroots show, Don't Cross the Line, REFspect programme, Hearts of Goals initiatives, no ref, no game. What more could we say? Please, if you're out and about tomorrow, make sure that you REFspect the referee on and off the field of play. Good night, God bless.